Again, the humans? Supreme Swarm Master Silbruzlat wasn't surprised. In fact, it had been a stupid question. Every time something like this happened, there were always humans involved. It let out its race's equivalent of a sigh. As its shuttle flew over the devastated landscape, the Swarm Master marveled at the humans' craftsmanships. They certainly get the job done, but by the stars, do they have to be this incompetent? They have always been like this, Supreme Swarm Master, the pilot replied. Yes, they have, Silbruzlat mumbled tiredly. When humans had been discovered 4 centuries ago, they had been a primitive race that hasn't even colonized its own solar system. Had they not been discovered by the Teletai by accident, they would have needed another millennium to develop their own FTL drive. Upon closer inspection by the Teletai scout ship, it turned out that while primitive, they were unique, formidable creatures. They were taller, stronger, faster, and more durable than any other species in the galaxy. Coupled with their natural ferocity and aggression, this made them the most dangerous species in the known universe. Silbruzlat once heard from a human business partner that before their discovery by the Teletai humans used to believe to be the weakest species in the universe. They had fantasy stories about creatures taller, stronger, and faster than them. They imagined the galaxy to be inhabited by creatures with telekinetic powers capable of controlling their mind, beasts immune to all their weapons, parasites capable of subduing them. The Supreme Swarm Master laughed. All this had been an illusion. Out of several thousand sentient species currently inhabiting the galaxy, humans were the worst of them all. The Teletai immediately saw humanity's potential. They established contact, from a safe distance of course, and made the humans an offer they could not refuse. In exchange for humanity's services, they would be supplied with advanced technology. Humans were immediately interested, and so it came to be that the human race became the mercenaries of the galaxy. Millions of humans volunteered. No task was too great, no mission too dangerous. At first, the Teletai had a monopoly, but after a few years, other species discovered the Sol system. Fortunately, no one had been crazy enough to offer them FTL technology, and the humans were still a few centuries away from developing their own. The last thing the galaxy needed was humanity roaming around freely. Because even when they were forced to book passage on other species' ships to leave their system, their numbers in the galaxy had exploded. And while they were certainly useful, their methods of doing things left their employers often with more problems than they solved. When the Empire of Korolog employed 10,000 human mercenaries to quell the uprising on Orexis Minor, there was nothing left. The Empire expected to find a pacified moon with most of its urban centers and population intact. Yet after a month of combat, what they found was just a desolate husk. For the price of just 107 dead humans, they had killed over 50,000 insurgents in combat and completely annihilated 17 out of the 22 major and minor urban centers. The civilian population had been reduced by almost 1/3. When confronted with this, the human commander just replied, "We tried to avoid casualties and collateral damage as much as possible, but your people and cities are just too damn fragile. My apologies." When employed to destroy a minor terrorist cell on Folt 27, the humans, by accident they claimed, blew up an entire continent. When they were called to rout the Gorlock infestation on Kalis 3, they destroyed its entire biosphere. When ordered to secure enough of the Pruma animals' meat on Terzon Prime, within 2 weeks they had hunted the creature to extinction. When they were hired to extract valuable resources from Horaxis 9, within 4 months they had strip-mined the entire planet, making it practically uninhabitable. And now this, Silbruzlat thought. After a neighboring swarm had lost its swarm masters in an accident, several million worker drones had gone insane and became a threat to the entire planet. Nothing could save them anymore, and so, with its 2 blood pumps heavy, the Supreme Swarm Master ordered the services of some human mercenaries. They had been picked up from Earth by the swarm's ships and arrived on the planet just a month ago, and now their job was done. Some 5,000 humans had routed an entire nest structure with several million worker drones. According to the human commander, just 4 humans had died in the process. After the shuttle had landed, Silbruzlat was approaching the camp of the human commander. It was unheard of that the Supreme Swarm Master was traveling without protection. But what good would it have been against the humans? Silbruzlat was greeted by the human commander. "Ah, Your Excellency. Welcome, welcome. I am happy to inform you that we have fulfilled the obligations of our contract ahead of schedule. I believe a 20% bonus for this would be appropriate, yes? We have exterminated all of the defunct worker drones. My apologies for the destruction of the nest structure. We tried our best to preserve it, but it was just too damn fragile." The Supreme Swarm Master sighed.